Dave from Fouled Up Waterfowlers here. Today's tip is going to be on using some raffia grass to camo your layout blind. I use 4 colors of raffia grass, and the reason I use it is because by using 4 colors of it and spreading it out, it gives it some depth and it'll blend into almost any environment. The other great thing about raffia grass is that when you lay out that blind, all you have to do is take some field debris, scatter that throughout on top of that grass. It'll blend in. The grass will capture it and hold it on the blind, and it'll blend in beautifully with whatever environment you're in. So the fastest way to have a blind that'll camo up and blend beautifully into almost any field is by using multiple colored raffia grass as a base. Now to start, I'm going to use a 2-pound bundle of raffia grass. This is what first thing you're going to want to do is take your 2 pounds of raffia grass that's in a shank, you untie it, shake it out, okay? It'll really spread out. Once the grass is not tied together, its volume really increases. It's a very lightweight material. You're going to break it into groups of 4. 1/4 of it, I'm going to keep the color it comes in, which is almost like a dried out cornstalk shuck color. It's kind of a whitish yellow. Next, I'm going to take the other 3 and I'm going to dye them. One color I'm going to dye them in is brown. I just use the liquid dye you get from Walmart. One in green, one in tan. Okay. When I have those colors done, you just put them in a 5-gallon bucket, put a couple rocks on top of them to hold them down, put the dye on it, fill it with water, let it lie there for about 6 hours or so, and you'll get a good dye. After I get the raffia grass dyed, I'm going to lay it out on the sidewalk and let it dry. I'm going to keep them in separated, and I'm going to cut them about 18 inches, 16 to 18 inches in length. Then I'm going to start to mix them. This is the grass I'm going to use to tie onto the blind. To tie the grass onto the blind, I'm going to use some of these black wire bundlers to tie them on. Now, I don't use a lot of grass, maybe half the diameter of my little pinky in each bundle. I put a lot of bundles down, so you better have about 400 of these to start with. This is the bunker blind from Drake, and I got half of it grassed, the other half not grassed. I start at the bottom. I want it to run over, not real far, but a couple inches over the skirt edge. These Drake blinds, which I really do like, have a long skirt that you can pull off to the away from the blind. Eliminates that sharp edge on a lot of blinds. Allows you to rake up a lot of stuff out of the field and get your blind covered well. So I just start by taking some black ties. The key here is a small little bundle all over it. Again, making sure that it gives it a little depth to the camouflage, but also that it'll catch plenty of the field debris to help it blind. All right, I'm done. I have 4 colors of raffia grass tied in with little black cable ties all over this blind. It's important to remember this isn't going to be my final hide, but this is the base of it. The raffia grass will allow me to take a rake up the field debris, spread it all over this blind. It'll end up blending in, holding it, and it'll look great. I'm headed to North Dakota in about 10 days, 12 days. I'm going to be up there for October 4th for the opener. and I hope I'll have some shots of this thing out in the field, hopefully with a lot of ducks and geese laying around. Well, if you're like me, love to get those ducks and geese to come in feet down right in front of you. And if you like that, you have to take care of your blind. Probably the biggest mistake I think hunters make out in the field is not spending enough time with their blind. So for 20 bucks and about 2 hours of work, I was able to raffia cover this blind, 4 different colors, and I know it's going to blend well into any field I take it into. Now, I've hunted these layout blinds in oats, wheat, corn, soybean, even potato fields. And I tell you, just by taking a rake, getting some ground debris, covering the blind with that, and letting the raffia grass hold on to it, everything blends, they look sharp. So until I see you out in the field, be safe, be good, and be lucky.